Hello everyone, welcome back to House Julia, part of Rome 2 Total War, and it is the next generation of House Julia, and you can see we're not doing too bad. We're ignoring Britannia over there. We got a little part of sort of that area there, the Scandinavian sort of countries as they're known, Denmark and all that kind of stuff. I think it's Denmark up there. Excuse my geography if I'm incorrect. We are at peace with these guys. No, didn't want to do that. We're at peace with these guys. These guys are having problems with this lot, and obviously the Armenians kind of being held back a little bit. But these guys are the real problems down here. And we will eventually have to sort of make our way through. Build up some forces in these settlements over here. You see we got nice sort of cavalry settlements over here. So if we can build up some of those places, then we can use that as a sort of jumping off point. So sort of bring troops down here, either through Spain or down through the Mediterranean into Mauritania, and then use that to push into Libya and Egyptus and all these areas around here, because this is where Egypt is going to be absolutely all over the place. So we will at some point obviously turn upon the German Confederation. Sorry fellas, that's going to happen, you know it is. And we're just in the process really of just trying to solidify our base and deal with the annoying Persians who keep taking our stuff. Now, whether or not that means we sort of push back in any kind of serious way, difficult to say, but let's get some guys. These guys are going to go into Brindisium here when they've got the movement. We've got a couple of extra forces hanging around here, and you can see some additional forces, as well as Rome is well defended right now. So, you know, generally speaking, it's not going too badly. There will be battles where it's so completely one-sided it's not even worth fighting the battle, so you'll just see me auto-resolve that, because that sitting there watching a one-sided battle won't be fun for me. It won't be fun for you watching it, and yeah, so there we have it. Here is, that's a provincial, yep, okay. So that's a provincial capital, so we're not at war with them as of yet. Now, if we look here to see who we are at war at, we're at war with Persia, Galatia, and Armenia. Now, obviously, Egypt has recently stopped being at war with us. So what we're going to do is we're going to try... No, they don't want a trade agreement. That's fine. Now, the reason we pieced out with them is so that we can actually deal with the Persians on kind of serious level. Now, whether or not that means... I mean, we've got to keep an army up there just in case these guys decide to get ahead of their station, so to speak, and decide to push into our territory, which is a possibility. Also, they're there to stop any kind of invasion forces landing from Britannia, which has happened a couple of times. Now, we look down here, you can see there are some Libyan forces coming in. Now, what we could do is get our armies here from Massilia. You can see these guys here sort of waiting in a ambush mode, just to sort of, because this is like a central point of crossing this area, so we might even consider sending them down to Corrales and then using them to attack Lilybaeum. Now, the advantage of that means that we can then attack Consentia at the same time, and then we're essentially attacking the Persians from two directions, which will, needless to say, piss them off. But you know what? They've pissed me enough off already, so I think it's only fair that we repay the favour. Now, let's have a look at this army here. This army's doing pretty good. We've got a good cross-section of fellows. What we're going to do is we're going to take these guys... Let's just click on them. Yeah, take them out of that stance. And then this guy here, we are going to move down this way. So he now sets sail, and in the meantime our friend here takes up residence in Massalia. Now, we can upgrade some of these guys, which is what we're going to do. We don't have a huge amount of money yet, but we're getting 8,000 in every turn. So, speaking from that point of view, financially, we're doing okay. It's not the end of the world. Now, these guys obviously moving down to Brundisium just to add a little bit of defensive push. Now, these guys here, there's a 20 of 20, and there's another 20 of 20, but these guys are a bit damaged, so it might be better to go in and take out Consentia with these guys, but they don't have much movement. So what I might do is I might have to wait there and sort of go to the next turn. Get in there, you guys, and then you make use of the forces. You can see these guys. We use those to assassinate a few enemy agents that were sniffing around the area, because they're relatively good in that respect. Now, we do have a spy sniffing around the Holy Land. Now, this lovely lady, Livia Albina, we had lost some of our spies recently, so we're going to move her up to there so that she can sniff around Antioch and then make her way back down sort of through the Arabian Peninsula and down through this area, so that essentially what we can do is sort of scout out this area to find out who's there. Now, we don't have to worry about that for the moment. It's possible they may be the Armenians, I don't know, but what I really should be doing is hiring another spy. Now, let's just have a look at this. Where is my spies? Now, here's the other spy over here. Now, she, bless her heart, is making her way over here, down towards the Mediterranean, so that we can use her to sort of sniff out this area. So, maybe don't need another spy for the time being, but I think what we need to do, and the food situation has been sorted. So, we are going to end the turn. And there's our spy making our way. Or making her way, I should say. Now, we wonder what Egypt are going to do. Galatia, the German Confederation, hopefully they'll make no movement. Athens, Armenia. Persians are probably going to be a problem. I'm wondering if I turned off the NPC movements, because we really do need to see those. Because otherwise you get an idea of who's moving in your position. And all that kind of stuff. So I will have to just do a quick check. God, I love this music. There we go. A statesman is ready to command. There we go. One of our spies has just snuffed it. Oh, goodness me. Pompous Caesar. Political party, the House of Papyra. Protection expired. Whoa, you are no longer protected from secession. What? Oh, goodness. Right, well. Okay. Well, what do we need to do to protect ourselves? Oh, God, really? Dictator? Why is he the dictator? We are a republic. Now, that's us. House of Papyra. Interesting. Oh, right, I see. Must have been a trait. Tax rates, gravitas, all that kind of stuff. Okay. Now, let's see. Here's a general in Neapolis. And another general there. So he's supported by quite a few. Now, we could secure a promotion for him to military tribune. And also, let's get him as a military tribune as well. And what options should we give him? Let's give him more morale. Okay, so let's get the soldiers into their correct places. And we've got 7,600, so let us recruit a spy. Scylla, Nassau, Fullo. Let's go for that lovely lady, shall we?
My skills are yours.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But she can't move anywhere for obvious reasons. Now. Oh, gladiator school. Very nice. And that will be minus food. We've got 4 surplus of food, so we're not doing too bad in that regard. Now, do they have enough movement to get to Consentia is the question. Yes, they do. Oh, good. We shall occupy Consentia. Good stuff. So Consentia is ours again. And these guys are backed off. Now, you can see here, Syracuse is owned by Egypt. So really, Lilybaeum is the only one we'll be able to go for. So these guys are going to have to paddle it down like a mofo in order to attack Lilybaeum.
We hunger for battle.
Now, we don't want to risk war with Egypt as of yet. We want to secure the situation and push back on the, I nearly said the Prussians, on the Persians. Now, our remaining spy here is making her way down into the Mediterranean. Now, we are probably going to have to move her down to about here. Or at least down this way. Because she will need to sniff out this area here that we don't have a huge amount of visibility on. Especially this area here and along here. So, sort of scope out the entire Mediterranean. We can get this girl to assist as well. So she'll be helpful in that regard. Let's just make sure that this section here, so his whatever it's called, sorry. Let's turn that into a garrison municipum because of people like these guys and these guys who seem to like paying us a visit. Let's go and see what Trevor's up to. No, he's fine. See, -4 food. Right, well. See, that only gives 4. We'll do that anyway, but this is the problem that we have, is the food situation. Now, Pavatium. Let's see what we can do. Arminium. They're both level 4 fisheries, essentially. These guys as well. You see, I've updated all of these guys to relatively strong. Or we might be able to take Sparta back. That would be nice. Let's have a look here. See, level 4. Verdigala. Damn it. Need 2,500. So what we might have to do then is go back here. I think it was Brundisium. Or was it Consentia? No, so what is that? Seed selection. Let's see what options we have. Torsion. Improved. Okay, let's go for that one. Because that will probably improve things greatly. Now, I think it was there, wasn't it? No, that's been built. So that'll have to be built. The Bertigala, no. But that one will need to be built next. Okay, well, we'll have to deal with it as best we can. I don't really want to have a food crisis, to be honest. That'll be the last thing I would want. Now, let's see, what do we have here? Okay. So there's nothing really in here. See, that's a field of Mars. And then if we put a workshop in, and then also a practice field and a shrine. Make that a real military doodah there. That'll improve things there, hopefully. Still got those guys to worry about. We don't really... This is all areas that belong. Athens, they'll probably take back Sparta at some point. We've got to watch for those guys sniffing around. So, we'll see. Okay, well. Let's see what's going on over here. Anything we need to worry about? So, Brigantium, when we've got more money next turn, we can use those to generate more fishy areas. That should be nice. Same with Gadira. Well, that's actually a port. Tingis. What do we have in Tingis? Okay, so we do have the possibility of upgrading that one. An Isle, a fishmonger. So that's something we can consider as well. This is all the areas we don't need to worry about. So, at least not yet anyway. Okay, so we've got a couple of armies sort of sitting in Sigdon.
Ready for battle.
And these guys are just replenishing their numbers.
Hunger for battle.
So they've had a recent battle. And we're just trying to, you know, replenish them and get them sorted out. So at least now,
At your command.
let's get one of our training fellows
Salve. How can I help?
into there, I guess.
How can I serve Rome? disgrace. We hunger for battle.
And put that one into there.
Stand to, men. Commander. At your command.
There we go. So we've got a couple of guys in there as well, and we can upgrade these guys to use better shields. We've got a bit of money to do that, so we can do that.
Commander.
And these guys here are doing relatively okay. So yeah, I can't really complain in that regard. Okay, so let's keep an eye on the politics. House of Paperia. Okay. That's a new house that seems to have appeared. And we could also hire some statesmen to sort of offset the potential for civil war, which would be massively shit if it were to occur. Risk of secession? Risk of secession, okay. See, let's get him into a position that's a little bit more secure. Oh, he's bigoted. How lovely. Now, so we got 151 of all senators. So Cornelia Jr. Look at that. Papira. That could be interesting. But then I'd also lose senators. Wow. Minus 30 public order, faction wide. Minus 30 loyalty. Okay. Well, it's something to be bearing in mind. Let's end the turn.
I am Horatius Reborn.
Oh dear. Oh bugger, I forgot to turn on the NPC thing. Testicles. Never mind. We'll get to stare at the toe or the heel of Italy for a while. Complete with slightly laggy bird. Persia's up to something. They always are. What? Okay. Increase in rank, fair enough. Food shortage, Rome, yes, of course, I'm aware of that. So, let's go to the Isle, which is down here. Along the edges of the here we go. There we go, and we'll go that one, which will be 5. And let's do that one. Small farm. Oh. We'll leave it like that for the moment. House cart. Yeah, that's also one away from being a level 3 fishy area. And they're being built as well. I don't see that there's a lot I can do. Who's just been destroyed? Oh, the Galatians. Oh, that's going to be interesting. What's happened there? So the Galatians have been finished off, which is good because they were a threat to us. But now, let's have a look at our politics. See who we're at war with. So we're still at war with Media Atropatene. Atropatene. And Armenia, of course. But Persia... Wow, they're way the balls down there. How lovely. We need to deal with Persia. So Persia's our main focus, really. Now, I think it's time that we went and said hello to Lilibaeum.
Besieging the settlement.
Yeah, let them complain.
Laying siege to the settlement.
We'll have to wait and see how that turns out now. Rome. What options do we have? I'm not seeing that many, really. See, Gladiator School. Yeah. I want to go in that direction there. That's a lot of money. Oh, well, we've got to do it. Okay, so... Yeah, I mean, those guys are sort of generating quite a bit of food. And there you can see the attrition on the guys because of the shortage of food. So that's going to affect us in various negative ways. Which is ever so slightly annoying. Now, let's see these guys here. Okay, so we've got Isles building one already. So we could do Migdal next turn. And that'll only be 3 turns. Okay, so it means we're going to have some reduction in food for a while. Let's give this guy here. Let's see what skills we can increase him with. Pancration. Oh yeah, let's give him that.
Ready for orders.
Oh bugger, I forgot to switch it on again. It will show my movement, but it won't show the NPC movement. I'm such a numpty. Never mind. Oh dear. Oh, that's interesting. Where is this? Okay, well, let's auto-resolve it. Yeah, not much we can do with that, but look at the size of that army. There was no chance. Epidamnos, was that it? Or near? Nevissos. So, they've got a big-ish army. We can maybe move them over from Singadun and take that back. That's something we're going to need to do. Really want to flatten those bastards and get them out of there. I see. Okay. Increasing rank, attrition report. Yes. Now, what I want to do is hire a statesman. go for this guy. There we go. So at least now we've got a statesman based in Rome. Hopefully he can... Now, let's see. One thing we could possibly do... is a marriage between... There we go. That should hopefully sort out the balance of power a little better. And there we go. Risk of succession, so junior and so they... We'll see. No, we're not going to make him a questor. Might make him too powerful, but we'll see. Now, let's get these guys in and deal with Lilibaeum.
Laying siege to the settlement.
And bring this additional army here.
Yes.
Hello, boys. In to assist. Now. Oh, look, 22 food. So we have a good surplus, obviously. Things are better in that regard. Now, let's see. There. We want that back.
Ready for battle.
And we're coming to get it.
March. Waiting for more orders. Ready for order. Is that all?
Nope, it's not. Let's go bust them up. Ah, they're going to fight on the field. Interesting. Okay. So they've got some archers, cavalry. They've got a lot of cavalry. That's going to be interesting. We don't have a lot of spearmen. And we don't have a huge amount of cavalry ourselves. But we do have reinforcements. And it looks like we are downhill. So if we can move over here, we might be in a stronger position. Oh, that battle music. Right, so it's nice and dry. See what I mean? Look. Right, let's get everybody. Get your collective butts up here, lads. There we go. So, what we're going to do is we're going to have these guys waiting sort of there. Now, we shall have the Vigilets up the front to offer a line of spears. And we'll keep the melee troops behind them. And then throwing over the top of them will be that lot. And then we'll keep these two guys in reserve. Now, what we also need to do is set these guys to have explosive rounds. Set them to control one. And then we'll wait for them.
Roman virtues. They sneer at our gods, our senators, our people.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Goody gumdrops. So this means we can essentially attack them from the other side as well. So, here we go.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Let's bring all of them over here. So that entire army, along with these guys as well. Bring them in. So these guys essentially are walking into a difficult situation now. I've got to be careful that they don't go up that side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put these guys here. And we'll put the general safe. There we go. There's the artillery. Hello, boys. Whoa! Nice shot, fellas. Nice shot. And that's very heavy melee cavalry. It might be better to shoot at that. And do them a little bit of damage, see? There we go, see? Very nice. Now, let's see, because we've got the other legatus. Let's move him here. And these guys, we are going to move into here to act as a potential surprise. Now, these fellows, let us line them up there with Vigilets in front, and of course our Velites behind, and we've got some war woofers which we'll send in as well. Oh, look at that, super heavy shot cavalry. That could be a problem.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Oh boy.
At your service. Mars, aid us.
So, let's bring in the lads.
Legatus. Eagle cohort.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Missile infantry ready. Take aim.
Yeah, this is going to be a problem.
At your service.
Cavalry coming in the rear.
You have orders, sir.
Right, let's get our cav.
Wavering.
In the name of Rome.
No, that's the legatus.
Warriors,
Let's get those boys in.
Jupiter gives us strength.
Get those guys slinger on slinger action.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Right, let's get these
This
guys
is a
up.
shameful display.
Riders, advance.
Move them over.
Riders at the double. Quickly now. Riders at
Get them
the
up there.
double. Eagle cohort. Eagle cohort.
Let's get them in.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Let's get these guys in there.
Ballista.
No, ballistas will have to move.
Legatus. Ready.
The enemy general is dead.
That's great news. Right.
Fight for glory.
There we go. Set the dogs on them. Go, doggies. Yeah, these guys got butchered badly.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
There we go. I think the fact that we killed their commander is what broke it for us, really. No, ignore the spearmen. Go after the horse archers.
Romans, ready for duty. Legionary cohort.
Right, let's bring these guys
Follow me.
out off the main line to engage these lovely fellows here.
Proud Romans all. Legionary cohort.
Bring
One
these
of our
guys
units has
round.
used all its ammunition.
Come forward. Heavy infantry at your command.
Let's go, fellas.
Legionary cohort. Charge. Animal handlers ready. Roll for glory.
Let's get them a little bit over to the left so that they can engage. Hello, fellas.
Advance at speed. Advance. War dogs.
Yeah, that's...
Sons of Mars. Ready and waiting.
Wow. Managed to pull that one out of our arse. That could have turned out badly. If I hadn't have had the reinforcements, that would have been deep doo-doo. Very careless. Look at the amount of cavalry these guys got. I mean, just shitloads of Armenian cavalry. That means dealing with the Armenians is going to be a problem. But we got Novilsos back. And we're going to occupy that bitch. So, let's see. Let's put that in and leave it as it is. And we'll have this guy nearby. And they'll just replenish their numbers. Okay. I think that's pretty good, really. But the problem of the Armenians will need to be dealt with.
Commander, let them cower before Rome.
And Lilibaeum is about to fall. We'll see you next time.